Hello, Sagittarius. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Sag. How you doing, Sagittarius? My fair family, I hope you're well. So I am here with, as you know, if you are the ride or die, you already know what I'm about to say. I'm about to throw down a couple of oracle decks. We are going to look at that for the overall energy for the week ahead. Because as you know, if you are here all the time, that I do read for the week ahead always. Whether you get that today, tomorrow, or next year, it's always going to be for the week ahead. So Sag, if you've never been here before, welcome to this beautiful, large Sagittarius tribe. And if you would like to join us, there is a subscription button down in the bottom right hand corner there if you're interested in joining and if you're interested in subscribing. And thank you, Sag, for that you keep coming back. I appreciate it. All right, let's find out what's going on for you, Sag, in the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. After we throw the oracles, we'll get to some tarot and get some details on it. We've got Divine Guidance. Okay, card number 33. 33 is a 6. I feel like you're going to be getting some reciprocal energy from the universe here. Stars. So Divine Guidance is what it is. Tell me why Divine Guidance is here. We have Metamorphosis. Wow. Somebody's getting a download. Somebody's getting a software upgrade. That's what it looks like. When I say software upgrade, it feels like you're going to be getting downloads or you're going to be having some sort of ascension. We do have Metamorphosis. Look at that, the butterfly. The divine guidance you're getting is going to be transformational. We've got 33, 22. You might be seeing 3s and 2s. Could be in any combination, 33-22 or 32-32. We do have, divine guidance and metamorphosis. So something is about to change because of this divine guidance that you're going to be getting here. Oh, it's going to bring you joy. I love that. It could be a partnership. 3s to me are about building a good foundational friendship, partnership, business ship, something like that. So it feels like it's something that you've been waiting for. That's what it feels like. Like you might not be waiting for this specific thing, but I feel like you've been waiting for something to change or for a message to come in or for some sort of divine guidance, possibly. Or maybe you're waiting for the answer to a prayer or the answer to some sort of meditation or manifestation. All right. What else do we have here for Sagittarius? So make sure you're listening, right? Make sure when you're praying that you stop to listen. Make sure you're really listening in your meditations. There we go. Got the crown chakra. And we've got a spiritual union. What's going down here? What is this? And we have a 7 in between all of these synchronicities. We have a 7. 7s to me are about heaven, about divine intervention. We do have the crown chakra here. I was saying that divine guidance is coming in, is making change because of some sort of download of information you're getting. And there shows up the crown chakra. And the crown chakra is where you receive all of your divine guidance from. And then we have the spiritual union. Look, the story is just unfolding itself. I don't even got to be here. I think this is something that I don't even need to tell you because you are the spiritual one, right? And you probably are somebody who is always getting your information from above. So spiritual union, it feels like there is a special connection, I want to say, whether it's a friendship or a love ship. There's a special connection of somebody who it might feel a little weird. Like it might feel weird because why are we the same? Like we think the same, we might say things the same way, like maybe we say things at the same time. Like it feels like these synchronicities you are experiencing because either it's telling you that in the week ahead you're going to be in a spiritual union or you're going to meet somebody new possibly. You could be meeting a new friend and you're like, why are we the same? You know what it reminds me of? What is that movie? Brothers? Is that what it's called? Where they're like, do you want to go do karate in the garage? Like... That's what it feels like. Do you know what movie I'm talking about? Is it called Step Brothers, I think? It's Chevy Chase and, I forget the other guy's name. Anyways, they're adults, right? Yeah. And so they start, like, they meet each other and they start building forts and doing karate in the garage together. Yeah, they become best friends. Maybe it's called Best Friends. Anyways, so we've got... the power card here, and the power card is Leo energy. This is strength, and then we have new beginnings. Look at that. What's going on here, Sag? You turned your back. You withdrew your energy. I feel you pulled it into self is what you did. And that's why you're getting all these divine downloads. And I feel like this emotional withdrawal, and I don't think you withdrew from anyone, understand? I feel like you pulled everything into yourself. And then we've got the new beginning and this Leo energy here. Strength. You were holding back from something, and that's what's bringing in the harmony. And it's coming in with a Tower. I think we're going to stop reading off the bottom of the deck, and we'll never get to the reading here. This is the bottom of the deck is the future. Like this is going to be for the week ahead, but this is like what's coming up a little bit further to that. So this could all go down by the end of the month. I'm just saying. All right. Just saying. Let's find out what's going on with tarot. Tell me about Sagittarius, please. Tell me about Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me why we have divine guidance here. Maybe you'll want to tell us a little bit about the divine guidance. When we're looking at threes, to me, threes, we've got a 3 here, right? 30s break down to a 3, and then we have 3 3s. So we've got 3 3 3. We've got 22 and a 2, so 2 2 2. So I feel like you've been seeing numbers, and they could be 3s and 2s, or they could be 3 2 3 2 or something like that. It seems like you've been seeing synchronistic numbers. Tell me about divine guidance, please. And the fact that we've got a 7 on the crown chakra here tells me that that spirit is here for sure. We've got justice. Divine guidance is bringing in justice. It's bringing in karmic balance. Something that is owed to you, or something that I feel like you've been working really hard on something, like yourself possibly, or maybe your life, your world, your health. Like it feels like everything is coming into balance. So maybe 5 years ago you started working on your finances, and then 4 years ago you started working on your health, and 3 years ago you started in a glow up. Like it feels like everything is now coming to center is what it feels like. And it's all through divine guidance that this is being restored. I feel like your health is being restored, your finances are being restored. Like there seems to be a restoration going on here. And with this energy from the crown chakra, you've been going through incredible changes. Like you're not the same person. Tell me about the crown chakra. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. So I think it took probably forever, Sag, because although you are not a fixed sign, you can be a little bit stubborn, right? You can be a little bit stubborn. I feel like maybe stubborn's not the word. Maybe, I know that you move pretty quickly, but, sometimes it's hard for you to change your mind. And I only know that because I'm a Sag rising. Look, I'm not pinning it on you. Maybe it's not you. Don't take it if it's not you. But the Knight of Pentacles tells me that I feel like you've been getting these downloads for a while through the crown chakra from the divine, getting divine guidance. And I feel like it's taken you a while to actually believe maybe that these messages were actually for you. Tell me about metamorphosis. When you finally come to a place where you analyze, look over the analytics, when you slow down and practically look over the data that's been downloaded here, I feel like that's what causes the change. When you realize, oh, that's right. I remember getting that information a little while back. Maybe it came in a dream. Maybe you thought, oh, that's silly. I'm not going to believe a dream or act on a dream. I feel like maybe it's a dream. Maybe it's a daydream. Tell me more about metamorphosis. Well, I don't know if I can write it any better than that, Sag. The Nine of Cups is here. You are happy. You might be single. You don't have to be, but the Nine of Cups is something you've built on your own. It's like you realized or built it on your own through this balance or restoration that has come to you. You've become happy. So when you're in this place of wish fulfillment, when you're living in this place of wish fulfillment, and look, the Nine of Cups is looking over to the Knight of Pentacles like, yeah, it took me a long time to get here, but I feel like I'm connecting with somebody here who is in the Nine of Cups, which means I'm happy on the inside. And so it doesn't matter what goes on around me. It doesn't matter if I get laid off. It doesn't matter if I don't have a partner. It doesn't matter if that person doesn't want to date me anymore. It's like the things that are around you externally no longer contribute to whether you're happy or sad, because what has changed within you is that you are just happy from the inside and you built it all on your own. Nobody showed up as a date to make you happy or compliment you. I feel like it was a lot of hard work. This is arduous, hard work. And I feel like it was a lot of hard work, and now you are in this place of the spiritual union. I feel like you're now you're on this spiritual level, which I think you've ascended to. And I feel like this spiritual union is about to show up. I feel like you thought it never would. So I feel like you're like, okay, I've done all this work. Where's my thing? Where's the thing I asked for? How come my manifestations aren't showing up? But what you don't really notice is that the fact that you have restoration here, your manifestations have been showing up little by little by little by little. And it's gotten you to this place of the 9 of Cups. So now I think you're in this place where now I've got everything down, Elsie. Everything's working out for me. So where is my spiritual union? I feel like you thought it would never show up. Let's go back and clarify a bit. Let's get a few more details for you here. Tell me about justice in this divine guidance. We do have the Sun. It's a breakthrough. So I feel like at the beginning of the week next week, you have this realization. And it's a beautiful realization of everything that I have manifested is what is starting to roll in for me. Really quick story. I was sitting in my living room eating a beautiful dinner that my son had cooked for me. It was like a beautiful cut of meat and roasted potatoes, and he had cooked it himself. And I realized in that moment that my manifestation had materialized. I was the Empress sitting on my sofa in a room where I had purchased all of the things that were around me. I made the son who was in the kitchen cooking. I made him from my own body, and he was cooking me this beautiful meal, cooking a beautiful meal for the Queen. And I was just in the most content place, realizing that my manifestations were all there, all in one place. I feel like that's the energy that you're feeling here. This breakthrough of justice, that's what it feels like. We've got the 7 of Swords here. And we've got the Ace of Wands. So it does feel like there is a breakthrough here. And I think the breakthrough is with the 7 of Swords, that maybe you were kind of lying to yourself. And I don't think that you were lying to yourself in any terrible way, but I think that you were trying to manage your hopefulness, or manage the way that you were. I feel like you were getting really excited, feeling like this has got to be the turning point. And I feel like you were trying to manage your hopeful skills, that you didn't want to be too hopeful and then have your feelings dashed. I feel like the 7 of Swords is telling me something was being held under the surface, and this is going to be a very exciting week for you. Like you're going to have a week of downloads and realizations this week. That's what it feels like. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands here is telling me this new, beautiful, exciting, fiery path is opening for you. And you are Sagittarius, right? You are the Queen of Wands, whether you're feminine or masculine. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the High Priestess, we've got the 6 of Swords, and we've got the 10 of Wands. So I feel like what you get through the crown chakra is, look, it's time for you to drop the burdens that you've been carrying, thinking that things aren't going to show up for you. It's time for you to be hopeful. I feel like this, the High Priestess in the reverse tells me it's a reveal. What's revealed to you through the crown chakra is the 6 of Swords. It's now time to drop the burdens and move. It's now time. You can now leave the chaos. It's time to go to the calm. You've worked really hard. You've put in the hard work, and you've moved really slow, painstakingly slow and tedious, and looked over all the details. And here you are at this beautiful metamorphosis, which is your wish fulfillment and happiness. And wish fulfillment doesn't mean anything external. It means internal, because there's where you are in the 4 of Swords. In the 4 of Swords with your healing, getting stability of the mind, stability of your emotional energy, and managing your expectations, because expectations are the dream killer, right? We've got the Page of Cups. Well, look what showed up here. It looks like it's the spiritual union, right? Somebody new is about to show up. And wow, and it's not just somebody new, it's somebody who's been sent for you. This is somebody who you will feel a very weird and deep connection to. It's going to feel almost like it's going to be hard for you to hold yourself back from the situation, and you're going to start to question yourself. Am I the love bomber? Because it's going to hit you really quick, and you're going to fall super fast. Not necessarily telling the other person that you're falling, but it feels like this is a new person that you get immediately connected to. But I feel like this person is also probably very spiritual, someone who's also happier than they've ever been, and not for any external reason, but just because they're happier. I think that you thought this spiritual union was never showing up. This is the spiritual union, and it is somebody new. We've got the Page of Wands. Could be an age difference. We've got the Queen of Wands. We talked about her already, right? We talked about this, right? The Queen of Wands is here. That's your energy. And then we have the Tower. What? Look, you thought it wasn't going to happen. I feel like somebody shows up quite by accident. It feels like, to me, whenever we get like a spiritual union that comes in with the Tower, to me it's like by accident. Like you turn around at your favorite coffee house and you got your coffee in hand, and that person and you, boom, and your coffee's on the floor. Or the book falls from the shelf and you bonk heads while you're picking up the book together. It feels like it's something like that. You meet this person when you are in the Queen of Wands energy. You're running late. And I've got to go. I've got to get there. And there's nothing that's going to stop me from between here and there. And all of a sudden the Tower shows up. And I think that's how you meet your spiritual union. It feels like it's out there somewhere. And that the universe is sort of contriving it. Like you've been listening all along. So I feel like this is how it's going to happen. And for some of you who are not on this timeline, it may not happen next week. It could happen next month. It could happen the month after that. That's why I always tell you, go digging in the archives, because my intention is the week ahead, but if you're not on this timeline, it's not going to happen for you. So the Tower is bringing in some sort of spiritual union. So there's a shift or a change. Something's going to surprise you, friend. We've got surprises here. We've got beautiful surprises coming in here. And it's going to be when you're sort of in a really busy tizzy. I'm going to say you're in a tizzy. Maybe you're carrying a bunch of groceries to the car and the bag breaks and stuff falls on the ground and somebody comes to rush to help you. It feels like something like that. It's not somebody that you know. It feels like it's somebody you kind of bump into. Maybe it's a fender bender. Maybe somebody rear ends your car. I'm not going to say you're getting hurt. I'm not going to say you're going to be in a car accident, but I'm just giving you an example, right? We've got the Queen of Cups and the Three of Swords and the Hermit and the King of Swords. So listen, I feel like it feels like all of a sudden every heartbreak you've ever had disappears, is what it feels like. All of a sudden you're standing there in the blue dress, whoever you are, feminine or masculine, holding out your cup to this person. I feel like they take away every pain you've ever had. The Hermit is here, and it feels like that's who you're probably going to meet, feminine or masculine. It feels like you are going to meet someone who is the spiritual teacher. It feels like someone who is a spiritual teacher, someone who speaks from a spiritual perspective, someone who could be an Aquarius. This is also Gemini and Libra. It feels like the Hermit is here because this person is on their own spiritual quest. You two are going to make a lot of money together. Yep. We're starting a foundation, but it's escalating quickly, right? To the King of Pentacles. Well, I'm just going to leave that there. That's such great energy. I could read it forever. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for showing up here. I do appreciate you, Sag. And I hope this is for you. I hope it is. I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. I'll be back because I'm always back. You know it. Take care. Bye-bye.